Chris is the epitome of a weak man. He's unsure of himself, he's insecure, he's so scared. And all of his friends, they're just as bad as one another. Matt, he's fat and overweight, like he's just a bum, look at him. And then you got Trevor, bro, he's just a pothead, subscribes to all these OnlyFans girls. Bro, he's an idiot, straight up. But the funny thing is, none of the boys actually think that there's an issue with him. Even though they're battling all these demons and problems, they all go out on the weekend, they drink, they numb themselves with drugs and alcohol. And to some degree, and I hate to say it, they actually think they're the epitome of success. Bro, I know how this video is gonna come across, but trust me, take this from me. We've been under attack. We've been at war for our masculinity, and we've lost. And we didn't even know that we were in this battle, that we were under siege, because they perfectly disguised it as this now modern world. And it sounds funny what we're going to speak about, but look, there's a reason why you can't stay focused on something for longer than a couple of seconds without needing to scroll or, get your phone out or something, right? There's a reason why. There's a reason why you've now become complacent with whatever you can get. I'll accept this amount of money. I'll accept this type of life. I'll accept this fat girlfriend. Your goals, your dreams, your aspirations have all taken the back seat. You're complacent now. There's a reason why just a guy could be walking past you on the street and you get so afraid and insecure and just like, oh, what's he thinking about me? Like, what is he thinking about? There's a reason why you're riddled with anxiety and depression. There's a reason why this world has got immensely easier, because they want men to be weak. And I know that sounds funny, but what happens when you make the populace of men weak, right? Well, you tell a weak man to do something, and he does it. You push a weak man over, he ain't getting back up. You tell a weak man to think this way, he ain't thinking twice about any other option or anything, right? But think about this. If you have the populace of men strong and capable and diligent and they're tough and they're go-getters and they don't take no for an answer, right? Which they haven't taught to us, by the way. Well, if you told them to think a certain way, bro, they'll open up what you've told them to think and they'll be like, that's bullshit. And they'll say, see you later. You push that man over, you make life hard for him, he gets back up, he's like, boots, right? You can't control a strong man. A strong man is unstoppable. And if you times that by 1 billion, 2 billion, 3 billion strong men, you can't control the world, can you? Because that's the most powerful, strongest force that there is, a strong man. Times that by 1 billion strong men, it's game over. And they don't want that because the elites, the upper echelon, the people that control the world, they want weak men so that they can have some fun with us. That we can all be so brainwashed into the lives that we're now living that we don't even think twice. And they can push all these agendas and make us think a certain way and act a certain way. And I know it sounds funny, but I'm telling you, it's the truth. So what we're going to speak about, bro, are 3 things to open up your mind to understand this, so that you have this understanding that you can just be better. The first way is that they exploit you for the economy. Because think about it, bro. When you see a weak man, and hopefully I'm not talking directly to you, bro, but this might hit home. A weak man spending all of his money trying to feel better, but not fix the root cause. Spending all of his money on fast food, OnlyFans subscriptions. It's getting so bad where you're spending all your money on name brand clothes and trying to look a certain way so that, you feel a little bit better. Truth is, bro, it's getting that bad as well, where so many guys are spending hundreds of dollars a week on Tinder Premium and all the other dating services, subscription-based to talk to girls. Bro, it's getting bad where young guys are getting hair transplanted because they're balding, or they're getting knee transplants to get a couple inches taller. But the thing is, they want you that way because you're putting your hard-earned money back into the economy. And most people, right, spend all their money on all this shit that fixes them temporarily, but doesn't do anything to move the needle. So they spend more, they spend more, they spend more. And think about it, it becomes this endless loop of you spending money and you're trading your time for money every single week, right? You're spending 30, 40, 50, 60 hours a week working just to spend it back into the economy to try and get a quick fix on how you feel. And they keep pushing this down your throat to be weak. But then you make a man strong, right? Or you see a strong man and he's not spending any money on anything that doesn't benefit him. He's buying books, he's buying courses, he's learning, he's saving up his money to park it in stocks or property. He's trying to start his business so that he can, gain more traction and make more money for himself. what happens is the divide becomes so much more smaller. You got the upper echelon, right? The 1%, like the big fucking guys, the elites, and then you got the bottom. But then you got a man that's, trying to get out. Well, he becomes recognizable. He's become someone because everyone is so weak and brainwashed. Well, he's moving up, he's moving up, he's moving up, and they don't want that. Because what that creates, and this goes to point two, it creates competition. The elites don't want competition, bro. Why would they? When it's all fine and dandy for them at the top, they don't want any new people. They're trying to get rid of people so that they have more control from the top. So think about it. When you become a hard-working, diligent, strong man, getting to where you need to get, not taking no for an answer, you're doing all the right things, right? You're building your mind, you're building your body, you're focusing on a business, you're not spending all your money on stupid shit. You become someone that they fear. Because what happens, and I love to see this, right? And I am starting to feel this in my own life. When you become more built, or you start meeting more built people yourself, and that, right, creates this collision. You got a built guy and a built guy, right? Well, they're talking, they're networking, they're coming up with ideas, they're trying to escape, right? And then that person knows someone, that person knows someone, and then you got a small little army of guys just trying to win, and that creates more competition. And then the higher you climb, the more people you meet, the more stronger you become. It just becomes too much. So how can they stop that? Well, they'll feed you all this stuff on your TikTok page, on the news, on all what you see. They feed you all this stuff so that you just sit there scrolling your life away, thinking that this is one way and you shouldn't act this way. And it's all bullshit. So they don't want you to be strong because you become this fierce competition. And the more men that become competition, well, the less that they're going to have control, right? Because there's going to be more people around them, more people that can have influence, more people that can say no. And that's scary. So think about it that way. You become competition to the elites, to the people, the big tech companies, people running the world, the stronger you become. So that's why you actually should become the strongest version of yourself, because that also gives you so much freedom and leeway to run your life the way that you want to run it. And the last thing is that you become controllable. And we said this right at the start, but it's the truth. You make a man, right? And it's sad to see. And I've lived that life, and I'm still in that life a little bit, bro, because I still have a part-time job. Clocks in, clocks out. Spends all of his money on food and groceries and, pays his mortgage. Works a little bit extra to try and take a holiday, but he gets nowhere. And that man, he becomes so null and dull within himself that nothing in his life really excites him, makes him happy. And what happens? Well, the news tell him to think this way, he thinks that way. His boss tells him to do this, and he does it without any pushback, even if it's something he doesn't want to do, because he knows that if he loses his job, well, then he's fucked, right? It's crazy, but the more control that they have over you, and if they continue to make men this way, they will have the world exactly how they want it to be, and it won't be the world that we want to live in. Think about it. So they want you to be this weak, afraid, docile, scared, insecure guy that doesn't push back because, well, they profit from you, they manipulate you, they exploit you, they control you. And the only way out of it is to become the best version of yourself, successful in all metrics of life, and you will live your life the best way possible, because there is no better way of living than being the best version of yourself, that fucking man, bro. Anyway, brother, love ya.